Welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 25th April current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to my channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the current affairs. The first one, India records largest single day spike of 1752 cases with toll hits 723 cases. That is, if you observe last 1 week, India is recording almost 1500 plus cases day by day. Yesterday, 1752 cases are recorded with 723 fatalities or death cases. We have to observe what are the hotspots. MHA, that is Minister of Home Affairs, terms situation in Chennai, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad and Surat serious. In these cities, situation is very serious. Cases are increasing day by day. For that, center has sent 5 new inter-ministerial central teams, that is IMCT. These inter-ministerial central teams will go and they will check how government is doing tests, what are the safety measures, how lockdown is going on. These measures it will take a note out that. For that, center is sending inter-ministerial central teams. Last week we have seen there is a dispute between IMCTs and West Bengal Chief Minister. She is Mamata Banerjee. After some time, she is allowed to West Bengal state. Then inter-ministerial central teams are inquiring about the situation in West Bengal. Here we have to see the changing in hotspots. The burden of COVID-19 cases has come down lately in Kerala, while it has spiraled in Gujarat. From cases we are seeing almost lower cases in Kerala. If you are observing from first, Kerala and Maharashtra is the first in situation. After some time, Kerala is reducing his positive cases. Almost if 400 cases are there, in that almost 199 cases are recovered. Only few cases are left. There is a changing in hotspots. If you see the state and period of, here states are considered period 1, period 2, period 3. In Maharashtra, in period 1, 19% is there. After that, 21% is there. After that, 31% is there. If you see the Kerala, first itself, 19% is there. After that, 4%. After that, 1%. It means there is a change in hotspots where cases are increasing day by day. If you see the death cases, Maharashtra with 44% in period 1 and period 2 36%, whereas Tamil Nadu is with 3%. After that it has reduced to 2%. We have to take care about that. We have to please stay in home and stay away from COVID-19. Next one, joining of giants. What are these giants? The first one, Facebook, and second one, Jio. What is the deal between these two companies? CEO of Facebook is Mark Zuckerberg and Mukesh Ambani is Jio Private Limited. There is a deal between that. The coming together of Facebook and Jio is exciting, but there is a risk of monopoly. What is this deal? Facebook's decision to invest 43,574 crore for 9.99 stake in Reliance Industries Limited. If you will get one doubt. Why 9.99% is there? As per SEBI norms, if foreign country or foreign company has to invest in through FDI, less than 10% only. That's why Facebook is decision to invest 9.9% stake only. That is as per FDI norm rules. But there is a competition between, previously there are competition between Amazon and Walmart, SoftBank and Paytm, Google and Google Pay. But if you see the network of Facebook, around 4000 millions in India only. Facebook are used by. Now WhatsApp also under Facebook. So huge network of messaging is in Facebook. After that, if you see the Jio Private Limited, that is within 4 years, it is the first network in India. That's why if these two giants are joining, there may be some deal. They have to hard to try to compete with these Amazon, Paytm and Google Pay. This is a deal between these two giants. Next one, no plan to ease fiscal deficit. Here we have to understood economy. Everyone is thinking that economy is a very tough subject, but if you see it is in a read between the lines, it is very easy situation. We have to familiar with our real time situations. States should trigger their own escape clauses, says Chairman of 15th Finance Commission N.K. Singh. 15th Finance Commission is a very important topic. Last year in Group 2 and Group 3, there is a question on who is the Chairman of 15th Finance Commission. Repeated question came. He is N.K. Singh. We have to see what is the tenure of 15th Finance Commission. It is from April 1st 2022 March 31st 2025. It is a tenure of 5 years. There is a act for fiscal deficit, that is Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act. It is popularly known as FRBM Act. Here, if you understood this concept, we have to understood first what is fiscal deficit. There is a total expenditure minus total receipts. For suppose I have 10 rupees. I will explain in a simpler terms. I have 10 rupees in my pocket. I bought a pen for 5 rupees. Remaining 5 rupees is with me. There is a expenditure of 5 rupees and remaining of 5 rupees. Expenditure minus receipts is equal to, that is with my fiscal deficit is 0. If I bought a pen for 7 rupees, with me 3 rupees only is there. That is expenditure is more. Expenditure is more. But for my savings is less. That is 3 rupees only. That is fiscal deficit is more in my economic situation. If I bought for that pen with the 3 rupees, I have savings of 7 rupees. That is more savings is with me. For a good economic situation, less or lesser fiscal deficit should be there. Now our aim is to, for 2021 economic year, 3.5 is revised fiscal deficit. There is a two important terms in this concept, that is revenue deficit and primary deficit. What is the difference between these three terms? Simpler way I will explain. First one fiscal deficit, second one revenue deficit, and third one primary deficit. We have to pay some interested payment for a calendar year or for a economic year. If total expenditure or total budget expenditure is more than total budget receipt is known as fiscal deficit. If you consider only revenue expenditure minus revenue receipts, that is called as revenue deficit. What is the primary deficit? If you exclude from fiscal deficit, interest borrowings of previous year is known as primary deficit. It is a very important concept for economy. Please read again also. Next one, Wildlife Board not for mining in Assam elephant reserve. Here we have to divide this topic into two things. The first one, mining and conservation of environment. There is a board for that. That is, National Board for Wildlife has recommended coal mining in Assam, that is use of 98.59 hectares. This National Board for Wildlife comes under which ministry? That is, the NBW is under Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change, that is MOEFCC. NBWL is under MOFCC. For that, there is a statement given by that NBWL. There should be mining in a cautious approach for preserving basic integrity of forested hill slope. Here we have to say whether we have to give more importance to environment conservation or for our necessities, that is like coal. Here is the ethical values we have to see. If you give more importance to the coals or coal mining, we may lost our environmental conservation or biodiversity or some animals like elephants, tigers and some species. We have to, as a particular way, we have to give more importance to environmental conservation. At the same time, for our necessities, we have to do in some another place. In my opinion, we have to search for a new coal mines in other than these reserves. If you destroy these reserves, environment or these reserves will get destroyed. We have to take care of that reserves, then only human life is sustenance. Next one, IIT Delhi's coronavirus detection assay gets ICMR approval. What is this ICMR approval? That is Indian Council of Medical Research. This IIT Delhi is doing a probe-free coronavirus detection assay is developed by this IIT Delhi. This is using comparative sequence analysis. The IIT Delhi identified unique regions, short stretches of RNA, that is ribonucleic acid, in COVID-19. For the assay, they are seeing the comparative sequence analysis, that is short stretches of an RNA. It added that method used primes targeting unique regions of COVID-19 that were designed and tested using RT-PCR, that is real-time polymerase chain reaction. This IIT Delhi is getting approval from ICMR for assay. Next one, I promise to make every state's national park. Today we will discuss about what are the national parks in Nagaland. First one, Tanki National Park. Second one, Puli Badsde Wildlife Sanctuary. Third one, Fakim Wildlife Sanctuary. Fourth one, Rangpahar Wildlife Sanctuary. And fifth one, Nagaland Zoological Park. Here we have to see, right side I have given a picture, that is a Hornbill Festival. Nagaland is famous for Hornbill Festival. Hornbill Festival is also known as a festival of festivals. With this we can conclude our video. Please subscribe my channel, gear up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep signing off. Take care. Bye bye.